Dude, he got it as soon as he hit the water. Right now.
He's not a keeper. I don't think he's.
Oh, that is a big one, though. Oh, that is a giant.
Oh my goodness, Daddy, help me.
Get him.
Bud, this is a cat here.
All right, y'all. First thing I noticed about getting here is getting down there ain't as easy as it used to be back in the day. Everything's been grown up. So I'm about to drive my kayak off a cliff. Me and my brother just saw an alligator right over where he's putting his kayak in. So, yay for that. If you want to know, I got a new rod to help anchor my boat when I need it. There you go, I'm in. So it looks a little muddier than what it looked like in the pictures. Look at that alligator coming over there. Why is he getting so close? Dude, he's getting real close. Look at him.
I can't see him want to go that fast.
What's he doing?
Well,
Whoop! He gone. All I know is he better stay out of my kayak. Oh, he's over there going back after my dang. Look at him. You idiot. Just nailed my kayak. I left my protection in the truck too. It's crazy for that alligator to be that dang curious though. What's this alligator doing? Did you hit him? Oh, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna try this area right here and then I'm gonna go back down there with Moose. Just one of those spots when I was a kid, I always had luck of some sort. I never fished a frog here growing up. I always used buzz baits. But Moose is using buzz baits, so I figured I'd try a frog and just see what happens. But I may swap over for too long to something else. Let's go catch up to Moose. Little alligator still following Uncle Moose. It's crazy. Dude, he is right on you, ain't he? Yeah, they biting frogs too. And kayaks. I can't believe he hit my kayak like that. That should be the better bank over there because it's deeper. Dude, he heard that and he's coming. Look, he's coming right behind you. That's why I don't like alligators. Yep. I got it on video though. Alligator on your left. Hey, you think you can cut these lights off in the front of my kayak?
So what was you saying earlier about your cost you 400? What cost you 400 bucks?
What you mean?
I was talking about the lights. I said, ain't that cute? And then you said, yeah, they cost me 400 bucks or something like that.
Yeah, this costs like $8 at Walmart. I was telling you that I lost that rod and then a bunch of baits. You think Bertha's still there 20 years later? I didn't start catching bass along this bank until we started getting up in this area every time. That's the one that used to hang over the water, had the muscadine vines on it.
You want to get nostalgic? We can get nostalgic.
You remember that gar Rodney hooked?
I wasn't in the boat, but I heard that.
Yeah. Dude, he was as big as the boat. He was pulling the boat. 10-foot John boat, and he was pulling us around. Rodney had a dang brim hook. I just had my first hit. I said, I just had my first hit. But he barely swatted it. You said, what does my fish brain tell me?
Fish brain out. As far as lures and stuff.
It said frog, jig, worm, crankbait, or swim bait. Yep. And a worm and a jig. And it's a 7.5 rating today, which means we should be catching fish. Oh, I just missed one moose. Dude, he got it as soon as it hit the water. Yep. I missed him on the frog and got him right after I threw back in. Peanut butter and jelly. Dude, he's got me all messed up. But that right there is a grease fryer. Well, let's hope he don't attract no alligator. I think I'm gonna drop this pole. All right, so this has been a spot that we've always caught a lot of fish. I just caught my first one right there. And we've caught a lot over by that cypress tree where Uncle Moose is right now. So Uncle Moose is gonna try to come in from that direction and come in, and we're just gonna fish this whole little flat this morning before it gets too hot. And we're just gonna see what happens. It's just a good place for bass to come up and eat what they want, push shad, do that kind of stuff. Man, do you know how many fish and how many frogs and everything we've caught in this one little cove? That open spot through those trees right there. Huge pond back there. getting taken over by lily pads. Last time my brother went out there. But I caught many a big ones in it. Lucas, I may have to pee. And when I do, I may get out and go check that pond over there. About 6 feet. Yeah. That hole ain't but 9 feet. It's right there where you at. Yep. There you go, boy. Well, take it on camera.
That's a black crappie.
All right now.
He's not a keeper. I don't think he's carrying.
I got you. Looks like it drained. This place used to be full of water and used to be a honey hole. So one good thing about that pole, you can just stab it through your little scupper hole and it stays and waits on you to come back. Let's go back fishing. All right, I'm going to the speed crawl, South African special. There it goes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had a good one. I messed up. Sit there too long. I'm just gonna have to get something different, y'all. I think I'm gonna have to throw the spinnerbait. Alright, that one's too little. Well, we got a bite on spinnerbait, so let's see what else we can get. If you're from Mangham and you know Brandon Fleming, ask him about the big old gator we saw back here and how I ended up in the water with it.
Got me a pretty nice crappie this morning. A little white crappie. Keeper number 2. Caught it off of this sycamore tree right here, right behind my parents' house. Another nice keeper right here off of the Biff River. I'm figuring out the crappie pattern right now. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna whoop his butt today. Got a pretty dandy one right there, right off of this stump I just bumped into. Trying to get them figured out. This is keeper number 5. I just caught it off of the same stump as I caught keeper number 4. I just about got them figured out. Y'all stay tuned.
Since Kevin's catching all the white perch, I guess I'm just gonna go join him. It's just like when I was a kid, I'm having a bad bass day. He'll eat, y'all. Got him on a jig in the shallows. We're trying to get a dinner. Never used a jig in the river growing up. Couldn't afford them, didn't understand how they worked. So I want to say that is my first jig fish. Bass jig fish in the river. I'm trying to figure out the pattern. I've been going over it in my head, but y'all, there's no pattern. There's 4 fish we caught. All 4 of them were on different baits. They're against the bank. No specific change in one thing from the other. There's no size to them. The water's 88, so I mean, it's not too terribly crazy. You got all the shade, which would make you think that, you know, some big ones would be up here somewhere doing something. Let me get a nut. All right, I got rid of the jig. I'm gonna throw the spinnerbait again. All right, guys, I just stopped and took a break. And while I was up on the bank, I realized that there were a lot of shad in the middle of the river. And there were a lot of big fish hidden within those shad. So I made a change. I put on a swim bait right here with an underbelly spin, and I put a shad colored jig on my little jigging pole. So I'm gonna go over here and jig for a second. And then I'm gonna come back and hit this flat because those bass should be up on those flats, and if they are, I should be able to catch one. But Uncle Moose pulled some white perch out of this spot earlier today, and it has found itself back into the shade. And I'm gonna try to take advantage of that for sure. Got another one, y'all, in the shadows. Yeah, I know I haven't caught very many fish, and definitely of no size. But my mama just cooked me and my brother the best dang lunch. Oh, so good. I'm miserable. Back when I was a kid, this used to be our dock. We used to have a raft down here we'd keep our job boats on. There's a rope swing right there in that tree where I used to, as a kid, swing off that thing into this river. Now I wouldn't jump off in this river unless I just accidentally flipped off in my kayak, because the alligators done got so bad. Y'all, it's so hot. Y'all, I just caught this little bitty baby bass. I swear a squirrel started laughing at me. Squirrel just started laughing. Crazy. All right, guys, weird ending, I know, because my phone started overheating It just got really hot. Pulling everything up that hill during, you know, 90, I think it was 94 degrees, like 110 heat index. Like, it was just too much. I was sweating. It was just bad. But we're done with this video. I'm glad that I got to go home. That was pretty awesome. So just going forward, you know, we got some things that we're going to keep doing and trying to get better at this channel. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, and keep watching more content that I put out. And I appreciate you guys. That's Cat.